Okay, welcome, Sophie. Thanks. So this is just after all the amazing work that you've been putting into yourself over the last, what, 24, 48 hours?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I've watched your progress. You've been feeding back. It's been just amazing to watch. So you had a session with me in what is now known as SMRT, which is Somatic
brilliant.
Memory Repatterning Therapy.
Yeah,
So you had so that's its name now. So we didn't have a name before.
brilliant. Yeah,
We've got the name now. So I'm really pleased about that. So we are going to be training people in this method. So you were part of a trial, but just explain, because you saw a posted about looking for case studies, what made you want to try it? Like, what was the issue? How had it been holding you back? And what's happened now as a result of SMRT?
yeah. So I first thought of heights because it has been kind of limiting for me. There's been things my daughters wanted to do, things I wanted to do myself, that I couldn't do, and now I can. So it's absolutely amazing,
Yeah, so
amazing.
when we work together, because it's always good to have an actionable goal that if this technique works, this is the result. So you
Yeah,
said you had a big fear of heights and you knew a particular spot in your local area that you couldn't walk across this particular bridge.
yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I tried to do it before, even just driving over it. I used to think, how can people walk over that? And now I can do it. So the proof is absolutely amazing. And I could actually look over the edge, which was a massive trigger. And I actually felt nothing when I was doing it. No fear, no, really calm, no increased heart rate. I didn't even have to turn to feeling that empowerment. I just could do it.
Wow, that's incredible. Um, can you
Yeah.
hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you okay. It's
Okay,
my
good. Um, yeah, because before then, because what we did, we worked with the memory, didn't we? And the memory, the traumatic memory of the heights and how you felt as that little girl was still
yeah,
imprinted in your nervous system. So
that's
of
right.
course, the best job the brain and the nervous system do together is by preventing you from going into situations that you think you're going to probably fall and die.
Yeah,
So anything where that could happen, the brain would just stop the body from allowing it to go there. So you knew
yeah.
you couldn't physically walk over this bridge. And I must
No, I tried.
that bridge was horrendous. I don't know how anybody looked over it. And I couldn't believe you looked over the edge.
Yeah, yeah, it was amazing. It's so amazing. It
So
is that fear that like you hang on to, isn't it?
it's the emotions and it's the fight or flight and it's so deeply ingrained. And we don't
Yeah,
realize why have I got this issue?
yeah,
And we're like, why can't I do this thing? It's
yeah,
associated to a memory, trauma-based memory. It's imprinted in the nervous system, and the best job your brain and body will do will stop you doing that big scary thing that was overwhelming as a
yeah,
child.
yeah,
But as an adult, it's still there and it's still holding you back, keeping you safe like it was the 3-year-old. So this technique works by locating the memory, doing the somatic memory patterning technique, and then the memory. Well, you tell me your experience. Everybody's different. When you think of that memory as the little girl we went back to, is the memory still there? Is it gone?
no, it's very, very faded. It's
Yeah,
very, it's like, it's almost like when you're trying to remember a dream, maybe, like the next day or a day after, and you can't really grab hold of it, you can't attach to it.
yeah,
And that's exactly how I feel about that.
yeah. And
Yeah.
what about do you still have any feelings towards it? Any emotions?
No, nothing. The only feeling just before I was about to walk on the bridge, it was excitement.
Wow.
So it was kind of obviously just when I was walking up to the Runcorn Bridge, I had that feeling. It wasn't fear. It was just, oh, how am I going to feel when I'm on the bridge? Do you
Yeah.
know how am I going to feel? And I felt nothing. That's why I kept thinking, wow, because I was ready to kind of bring myself back. feel empowered, kind of get hold of that mind and control it, but I didn't have to. It was
That's
like I was just walking on a path, like
wow.
anywhere.
That is incredible. And you messaged me and you said for 35 years you have not been able to walk over that bridge.
No, no, I haven't. No, no, honestly, and I've tried a few times and I can't even go onto it. I can't
Wow.
I would just used to freeze. I know.
That's insane. And then you sent me a lovely message saying you were going to go and book Delamere Forest with your little
I
girl, which
am.
is like a go ape thing, which is up in the
Yes,
trees, isn't it?
yes, I am, because my daughter loves heights and she loves, she's a bit of adrenaline junkie. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna book it for like the spring when it's a bit nicer. And I will send
Oh,
you some footage of that as well.
uh, I'm so happy to hear it. So what did you think of the experience? It's very different and very confusing, isn't it?
It is like at first, when I first started doing the technique, like my body wanted to do what my thoughts were doing. So,
Exactly.
I was wanting to throw my hands up when I was in, the fear
Yeah.
pose, vice
Yeah.
versa. And then at the end, like yesterday, it was quite hard to have any fear attachment. So in each pose, I was just feeling this empowerment and
Oh,
this like energy all over my body, and it was brilliant,
oh.
absolutely amazing.
Oh, well done. Well done. And once again, thanks so much for all the feedback you've given me and for everything that you've put into this.
No,
It's been an
brilliant.
absolute pleasure to work with you and really help you make that shift.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, Anne-Marie. It's life changing.
Oh,
It's
thanks again.
absolutely no, thank you. Thank
Oh,
you so
really
much.
sweet. Thanks, Sophie. Take care.
Oh, that's
Bye
great. And
now.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.